affiliate marketing is still one of my favorite ways to make money from your website or generally online presence. And today I'm going to show you some tips and tricks how to turn your Squarespace website into this affiliate powerhouse. Let's go. So I'm assuming for this video that you already have some affiliate deals. If not, there's a bunch of videos out there where you just can learn about affiliate marketing, just get the first codes, whatever. The most important thing for you is that you apply for an affiliate program. Let's say you're doing some affiliate for Amazon or for your software tool, whatever. And then you get a specific link, which is your personal affiliate link. Usually that is like a specific ending to an existing domain URL or something like this. Sometimes you just get this really cryptic thing. And if you're a beginner, sometimes you might just post the link directly onto your website. And what happens is usually that after 1 or 2 years, the affiliate program gets changed, they change the platform, whatever. And then you have to sit there and kind of redo the links in all of your content. So to avoid this, there's a great function in Squarespace where you can do custom redirects, which I would highly recommend because it has happened to me that there were a lot of affiliate programs that got moved, changed, whatever, and that is always super annoying. So if you go to the settings on your Squarespace website, I can just show you again down here in the left-hand corner. I'm just going to do a little arrow so you can see where I click here. It's currently here, but it might move because Squarespace always moves things around. So the little settings sign up here. And then you want to go to developer tools. It's actually interesting that they call it developer tools because I think it's pretty necessary to use it, but whatever. And then you go to URL mappings. What you see might shock you a little bit because it's like, oh my God, change the location, what's happening here? But in reality, it's actually pretty easy and you can see it down here. Basically says original URL, arrow, new URL, redirect type. And what you want to do here is basically you put something short and nice. So basically what you want to do is instead of having this cryptic thing everywhere and everything, you want to have custom links. So you can just either say it in a podcast or drop it easily on your website, in your blog posts, under your YouTube videos, whatever. And you can do it by doing these custom URL mappings. It's not as crazy as it sounds. Basically what you do is you find a nice ending. So it's like yourdomain.com/ whatever you want. And then this will lead to the cryptic link that you got from your affiliate program. So basically, if you have a specific tool, whatever, let's say you want to say tool 2, that is what you want the link to be called in the end. Then you have to type in the arrow. Then this is like HTTPS. Here comes your cryptic link you got from the affiliate tool. And then there's one more thing to do, which is you have to decide if it should be 301 or 302. And the difference is basically if it should be permanent or not. I'm just going to put 301, 302 in here. And now what happens is once a person goes to yourwebsite.com/tool2, they will automatically be redirected to your affiliate link right here. And then, of course, you need to click save to have it saved. And that is actually a really amazing thing because then if this affiliate program changes this crazy cryptic link here, there's no problem for you because you only have one spot to change it. And then you don't have to go into all of your 200 YouTube videos or blog posts or wherever you put the link. And usually people do this way too late. So I would definitely advise you to do it right from the start. Whenever or each time basically you set up a new affiliate code, whatever, just put it in here, do your custom URL mapping and so on. There's also a little bit of discussion about what you should do. So actually right now I just put the kind of name of the tool behind the dash. But actually what you also could do and what a lot of people do is have something like go and then tool name or link/tool name. Because sometimes for SEO or AI SEO reasons, you want to have the nice, good-looking domain for your article or whatever about this topic and do not want to waste it for your affiliate link, if you know what it means. Because this URL is only going to be a redirect, so you're basically missing the chance to use this URL ending for something else. So if you want to have a different kind of way to use affiliate links. You can just do like something like go/toolname or link/toolname, whatever. And then it's also easier for yourself actually to recognize if a specific link that you've been using is an affiliate link or not. And of course, this is super important. You have to kind of pay attention to what your country says about disclosing affiliate links. So in some countries an asterisk is enough. In some countries you always have to kind of disclose in the beginning of an article about the affiliate links and so on. So this is something that you will have to do where you put the link in the first place. But here it is basically just about doing the redirect. And the cool thing, as I said, is that this specific part only has to be exchanged in one and only spot, instead of having it all spread out. So you can basically put your affiliate link, let's say you use this one, then you would of course use the rest here. And sometimes you might have a mistake. Let's say I want to click on save. This will say invalid mapping at row 3. So it is actually really important to follow this to the point. So here is an empty space. Here's an empty space. So here's an empty space. You have to follow this kind of naming structure to a T. That is really important. So here it says there's a mistake. There's probably one too much of those. This sounds great, but in line 4, there's a mistake. Let's see if that works. See, now it works. So this is really important that you strictly follow the URL mapping guidelines down there. A really cool way to use affiliate links, and actually it's probably the easiest if you're not having a big audience somewhere else, is to have this custom resources page on your website. And I'm going to show you how it's very easily built on Squarespace, so you can start right away because you already have your custom links, and that is actually pretty easy. So once you have a few cool programs, let's say you have tool 1, tool 2, and tool 3, you're gonna go and build a page which is called your resources page, which is actually pretty classic, but I still see a lot of people with a lot of good traffic that they're kind of sending nowhere, and you can always lead people to these great resources pages. So I'm just going to start and do a blank page and call it resources, or let's say you can also call it tool recommendations if it's tools that you recommend, or if you have affiliate links for fashion faves or whatever, you can put it here. I'm just going to call it tool recommendations and put it into the not linked area. And then what you want to do is add some sections. Let's just say my favorite tools, the best of the best. And then down here, I'm going to add a section. Let's say I'm going to use something which I find cool to start with. Of course, you can build your own sections. I'm just going to do it to make it a little bit quicker. Let's say we want to have this and then duplicate it to make everything a bit more condensed. So I'm gonna duplicate this, and here I can basically already drop my 2 favorite tools right here. So what you want to do is, this is tool 1, then you might add an image or whatever. This is tool 2, then you might add in some copy here where you love it, whatever. And then here, try tool 1. And the link that you attach here, that is really important. This is where you basically will put the short link that you just generated in your URL mapping. So here you're going to put whatever we did. If it was go/tool2, then you will put this. And the interesting thing is usually that Squarespace will automatically, once you're kind of just doing an internal URL, will toggle this off. But you should always toggle this on, so the person who kind of clicks on your links will have opened a new page or a new tab in their browser, because then you don't lose people. Because what is happening really often is that people kind of forget to toggle this on. Now it seemed to be automatic, but sometimes it's not. So this should always be toggle on, because people click on that link and it's going to be opening a whole new tab, and then if they want to get kind of back and check out your resources, all the others, it should be on here. And then you would do the same here. Try tool 2, attach link, then we're going to be like go tool, whatever that was called. Leave this one toggled on, and then once you save, you have this great affiliate page. Of course, you want to optimize it for mobile. Now it's a little bit not so much space. So then you're going to put everything in. Looks really great. And then you have your own little page. And then here, of course, you have to add what is actually required by your country. So it might be that in your country, it is enough to put a little note here and it says, all the following links are affiliate links. I might earn a commission if you decide to buy something at no additional cost to you. Win. And of course, this is no legal consulting or whatever. So you really have to check out what is kind of the legislation in your country right now. But there has to be some kind of, in most countries, there has to be some kind of note either here or at every single link. So there's different legal things you should know about this. But that is actually the easiest way to have this really cool page. And you can always, if somebody asks you like, hey, what is your favorite? You can put them to your great recommendation page. And I actually recommend this over, like, let's say a link tree or something, because you will send the traffic to your own website, which is great. You can see in your analytics where people go. You can always decide if you want to leave your menu or not, so that apart from the tools, they can see all your other stuff. But you can also choose to make this kind of a landing page where people do not get out. And you do that by going to the page here. I'm just going to mark it a little bit. So you click here and then hover over it, and it will basically give you the settings just for this page. And under navigation, you can also choose to hide the header and hide the footer. And then it's really this super clean favorite tools page. And also here you have to be careful because a lot of countries require you to have an imprint, a privacy agreement link, or something else here to show people who the website belongs to. So pay attention once you hide the footer, so you have clear links to your privacy terms and whatever is recommended or actually demanded by law in your country. But this is really cool because by doing this, you have a whole kind of creative freedom to really put your affiliate links and everything. And of course, you can do the exact same thing in your blog. Let's say I'm adding this blog to my website. Let's say this is the blog I have here. It's not blog 2, but it's blog 1. And then once I go into any blog post, you can just like add the text. I'm just going to make it a little narrower here. And then you can just put wherever you are and you talk about whatever tool you have. You just click on the link and place the URL that you just found. The interesting thing is because it's a URL redirect, it will not find the page. So you cannot find it as a page here from what you kind of can choose. So what I recommend is always to have this list of links of all your affiliate links that you kind of have linked on your site. So what this means is that you can just take a random spreadsheet and just like name of affiliate program or tool. Then you can put the URL. Then you can put the short URL, and then you're always in the know what you kind of have in here. So once you have a lot of links, it's actually pretty cool to do it like this, but you can also, of course, always go back. Let's just check this one out. You can always go back to your page where it's all set up. So you go to developer tools, all the way back to URL mappings, but you can already see here, if I do this like 20 times, this is getting really messy. So I always recommend that you have this spreadsheet so you can put it all in here. And also you can use the links to really kind of copy paste it. So if you have this one, you can just copy paste it, put it in the blog post, and that is easier than taking it from here, which makes it really, really difficult to follow along. So whatever you choose, just be sure to kind of have the same structure. So once you decide to go for /go/tool2, then the next one should also be /go/tool whatever. So that would be really important that you kind of follow a thing. And then you sometimes might not even need to have this list if you can always follow the same structure, but I still advise you to do it. And the funny thing is that some people actually have a lot of mistakes in these kind of links. So whatever you do, wherever you put your link, I would strongly advise you to always go back to the pages and check if they work. So that is actually really important. So let's say we have this link, and now I click on it and it doesn't find it because the link doesn't exist. So you will need to go to your website. Right now I'm in Squarespace in the interface. So you want to go in a different browser or in an incognito window and check out if the link actually works. And that is basically it. So you do this once and you can put your links everywhere. It looks really nice. You have a nice structure. And whenever somebody asks you about your affiliate link, you just know it because it's like yourdomain.com /link/ the tool name or whatever you choose as a structure. And it makes it so easy because some people just have to kind of look up their affiliate links and then it's a big hustle. So if you want to monetize your business a little easier, then it's a great way to go, and your website can help you with that. And yeah, as I know, a lot of affiliate links means that you have a lot of chaos. So find a structure, keep doing it, and don't change it. And then you're going to be very good in just dropping your affiliate link if you're in podcasts or anywhere where it's easy to just talk about it.